How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Let's Go Eat podcast. Welcome to our first ever episode. How's it going?
Hey, how are you? I'm excited to start.
I'm Harry. This is my dad, Mike.
Yes.
We
Thanks.
decided, why not start a podcast about Philadelphia sports, our favorite and least favorite thing in the world.
True. Very true. I've grown up a Philadelphia sports fan, and I'm an old man now. So,
You know the pain.
you know what I think we should point out, though, is that we were originally from South Jersey. I know people like to say, well, you're not from Philly. It doesn't matter. We were Southwest Jersey, Camden County area, born and raised. So, diehard Philly sports fans our whole lives.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, you really think we're going to be Washington fans?
No.
Come on.
Now, during the tough times, I was going to Vet Stadium, so the Spectrum. You've never been to Vet Stadium or the Spectrum?
I mean, that's what their
I don't think. Have you? No.
that's not what their spring training place is called anymore. Their spring training place used to be called Spectrum Field.
Oh.
Now it's Baycare Ballpark, I think.
Mhm.
Anyway, enough with intros. Why don't we tell you why we're here? To talk about Philadelphia sports, everybody's favorite thing. We can start off by maybe talking about our thoughts on 2022 and 2023.
It works. But, I don't think it's everyone's favorite thing. I think most people that aren't from this area actually
Will not be tuning in.
Yeah.
They will not be tuning in. Especially
maybe just to see this train wreck that this is happening.
The Philadelphia train wreck or our podcast train wreck?
Both. All right. Do you have topics lined up, or what do you want to talk about?
I mean, I kind of just wanted to touch on, the way last season ended. We can touch on the way the Eagles season ended, where they are now, what our expectations are. I kind of think 2023 for the Phillies was what I thought was going to be the year of destiny a little bit. We made that surprising run in 2022. We got a taste of it.
Defending National League champs.
We thought.
Lost to the Astros in 2022.
Heartbreaking loss, too.
Heartbreaking. Mm-hmm.
I remember crying in the back of my car at work.
I remember sitting outside in front of a fire. I feel like there was sad music playing, but maybe
it probably was.
Yeah.
Sad violin in your head that plays after every blown lead that they have.
True.
The heartbreaking Yordan Alvarez home run.
Yeah, it was so bad.
But yeah, I really thought this year, 2023 was going to be the big year. You go into the Marlins series in the playoffs, the wild card. You're like, okay, they got it.
Yeah.
They're on a mission. They're ready.
No, I think most people expected us to make the postseason. I definitely expected us to make the postseason. I kind of thought we were going to win the whole thing.
I did too. I really.
But if you go
really
back,
did.
if we want to go back to the beginning of 2023.
I did not think they were going to go anywhere at the beginning of 2023.
Well, we lost a couple. We lost Zach Eflin. Lost Gene
point.
Segura.
However,
we did pick up Trey Turner. Who was killing it in that
the World Baseball
Classic, and then came to the Phillies and was not killing it in the beginning.
And I think he kind of forgot. I think he was just a little overwhelmed.
Yeah.
You signed an 11-year contract. Can probably get to your head, especially in Philadelphia, knowing the expectations you have coming to Philadelphia.
Well, he was used to playing there when he was with the Nationals.
That's true. He was used to destroying us when he was with the
Nationals. Yes,
Nationals.
He was one of the ones.
You know who's coming next? Former Philly killer Juan Soto next year.
To the Phillies?
Yeah. I'm thinking we send...
Is that one of your bold predictions?
No. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to wait and find out.
You know who else we got last year is Matt Strong.
That's true. Pastrami. My favorite bullpen guy, not named Jose Alvarado. You saw he dropped the F-bomb on live television.
Yeah, I did see that. I did.
And it was pretty... He kind of snuck it in there a little bit.
He did. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah.
But yeah, 2023 was a sad year for Philadelphia sports.
They had 90 wins.
90 wins. And they destroyed the Braves in the NLDS again.
So do you want to talk about the start of last season real quick? Do you remember how they started?
0-4.
0-4.
And
got destroyed.
I remember the beginning against the Rangers, the first game.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, we're on fire. And then Nola decided to have his typical fourth inning meltdown I think it was like 8 runs or something in that inning. Robbie Grossman hit a grand slam.
Yeah. And Ranger Suarez did not have a great season last year.
No, but I think
he stepped it up. I think he was good in the 2022 postseason.
He was fantastic. He was good in the 2023 postseason.
2023,
probably one of our best pitchers, not named Zach
absolutely.
Wheeler.
Yeah,
but I think Ranger Suarez had some rough times trying to get loose because he had trouble with his visa for spring training, so he couldn't get to America to pitch. And then the World Baseball Classic happened, and he got hurt. I just feel like it was a weird time. It took him a little to get adjusted, but I think he's ready. He hasn't allowed a run yet this spring training. 15 innings.
I think he's going to come back. I mean, if we want to go into the, let's real quick about the postseason as well. The big bats kind of disappeared, or at least were very inconsistent
in the postseason, or just
last year,
regular, just all around.
2023 postseason, they seemed to die down.
Brutal. I remember after Game 2, they won 10-0.
Yeah,
and then Garrett Stubbs came in to catch. Michael Lorenzen was pitching. I was like, oh my gosh, we're just going to the World Series. It's going to be easy.
Yeah, it's going to be simple.
And then they melted
Schwarber
down.
was hitting bombs. What did he end? 40, 47,
46,
45?
46 home runs.
And they weren't just home runs. They were
monsters. Especially the first home run in the NLCS on the first pitch. I remember watching that in B-dubs and almost screaming.
And Stott was amazing last year.
And you know who was the bright spot of the playoffs last year that nobody really talks about is Brendan Marsh.
Yeah.
He hit like 365, something like that in the playoffs. Was the only consistent hitter.
Well, the young guys seem to step it up. And by the young guys, the ones that have not been around as long.
Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
Brandon Marsh.
Yeah.
I feel like Bohm's getting there.
Bohm's getting there. He needs to be a little more consistent. Defensively, he's improved incredibly.
I think the fact that he went from below average to average, that's all I needed.
Yeah.
That's all I need. I don't care if he doesn't need to be the next Nolan Arenado.
No.
Offensively, maybe that'd be nice. Defensively, all we need is average. That's it.
Hey, you got to also talk about Turner when he made his turnaround. Play on words. I'm funny. My hair is out of control.
It's all good, you know.
Turner has that standing ovation when he's in a huge slump and then just becomes Trey Turner after that.
He wasn't just Trey Turner. He was like
and then some.
Barry Bonds almost. He hit like 10 home runs in the month of August or something like that.
And then we didn't have Harper until May.
And we shouldn't have had him until July.
Yeah.
And he had the
record.
He came
back strong.
He had the power go away for like a month and a half. And then once he got that, once everybody started getting going in August, that's when stuff started getting fun. And then the postseason happened.
Nola pitched okay in this postseason.
Nola did. And then he didn't do too well in his last start. I think it was Game 6.
Yeah.
Allowed like 3 home runs. Offense fell asleep, not named Marsh, and kind of Romuto.
Yeah, Romuto did okay.
If I remember correctly. I may be stupid. I don't know.
I think Castellanos did okay in some of them.
NLDS, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
He went after sorry to interrupt, but he hit that home run in Game 1 of the NLCS, and we were like, okay, here we go again. And then he went 0 for 22 after that.
Yeah, it was neat. It was really good. I was really happy about that. Makes it easy to cheer for the guy.
It's a shame that he's aging. If we can get what he had last year, I would call it a success.
Yeah.
29 home runs, 777 OPS, something like that, something stupid.
All right, that's in the past.
It's in the past. We can touch on the Eagles a little bit.
So it was the heartbreaking Phillies to the heartbreaking Eagles. It was. I don't even know how to put into words.
It was ridiculous.
In the middle of the season, you're like, this team does not know how to lose. They're finding ways to win. They shouldn't be winning. They're finding ways to win. They're beating good teams.
And that's kind of like, I feel like that should have been a tell a little bit, where you're like, oh, they're scraping by. But I was so blinded. I was like, oh, Phillies blew it. Let's put our focus to the 9-0 Eagles or something like that. I wasn't really paying attention to the fact that they were winning those games by like 3 points.
And I think that caught up to them. But
it did.
And honestly, there are a lot of things you can say that factored into that, I guess.
The absolute locker meltdown that they had that nobody talked about for some reason. I feel like there was something happened.
Something happened. And morale goes a long way,
Oh,
playing as a team. I don't care. You can have all the best players. You look. There's a lot of teams out there with all-star players that aren't winning.
Yeah.
It's a team. It's definitely a team sport.
You don't just go 9-0 to what is it? 12-5 is what they did. 11-6. I don't remember what they did.
That's a good question.
But it was ridiculous. You don't just.
I put it out of my mind at this point.
I erased it. You don't just go from undefeated to that and not have anything wrong in the locker room. Something happened.
I thought they were winning the Super Bowl last year. If you had asked me, probably even still in November, I was like, yeah, it's fine. It's all going to be fine.
After the meltdown to the 49ers, I was like, we're fine. It's the 49ers.
Calm down, everyone.
They got their win. We'll beat them in the championship game. We didn't even get to play them. We lost to the Baker Mayfield Buccaneers.
Unbelievable. We had some big losses in Philly this year. 2 big retirements.
Jason Kelce. Fletcher Cox.
Those are the 2 biggies to me.
One of my favorites as a kid. I don't know if you remember, I asked for a Fletcher Cox jersey when I was little.
Yeah.
I was probably like 10.
But to be honest, he was not the same Fletcher Cox this past year that he was before.
I think this was
towards the end.
This year was one of his best years in the last 3 years, I think. I think in that last game, the only people that really stepped up in the playoffs were Fletcher Cox, Brendan Graham, and Jason Kelce.
Well, yeah.
The 3 veterans.
The
last game, I don't think I've ever seen that kind of play from Fletcher Cox.
I wonder if they both had in their mind, like, hey, this is our last thing. At least we still have Brendan Graham.
One more year. His last year is what he said. I might need to get a Graham jersey.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't have one.
Big Eagles pickups, too. Huge.
Saquon Barkley. Bryce Huff.
Barkley. Yeah.
I think Barkley's going to be huge because he played for the Giants. I don't know if you remember the hype that he had when he was drafted.
Absolutely.
Everybody loved Saquon Barkley.
He was he stood out on the Giants so much because they weren't very good. He was the one person you would watch. We didn't go anywhere. Just kidding.
We weren't anywhere.
We just didn't do anything.
But yeah, Saquon Barkley, I think, is going to have a Christian McCaffrey type year, 20+ touchdowns or whatever.
So. He's with the Eagles. I think there's a lot of momentum and a lot of hype, and that goes a long way.
And he has their monster of an O-line.
Yes,
it's crazy. No matter how many people retire, that O-line is still going to be elite.
Yeah, O-line's elite. Yeah,
I think.
And got a new linebacker. Well, actually, I think we signed 2 linebackers.
We got a linebacker, pass rusher. Zach. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be a starter.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we
Landon
got
Dickerson,
CJ, GJ back. That's who I'm really excited about. He was the main hype guy in 2022 when they were in the Super Bowl.
Jake Elliott contract extension, which is a huge plus.
Also, their punter and their.
How many games did Jake Elliott win for them?
All of them. All of them. The MVP.
Bold prediction: Eagles are going all the way and winning the whole thing.
I think it's going to happen.
I don't see how they can't.
I don't. I think this is going to be Jalen Hurts MVP year.
Yeah.
I think it's happening finally. Or hot take: AJ Brown's MVP year.
AJ Brown, yeah.
And they need to extend Devonta Smith. Yep. That's their next extension that needs to get done. He's in a contract year. Mm-hmm. You can't let go of your core like that.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that's enough of the past. Let's look into the present.
I think you should touch on the offseason for the Phillies, too.
The beautiful, boring offseason for the Phillies.
So boring. We lose Hoskins. Yeah. We lose Craig Kimbrell.
Oh, no. Okay, well, here's the thing. He was great for like the first half. And I think his age caught up to him just a tiny bit.
He was really good.
I don't necessarily blame him for the playoffs.
I totally agree.
I think...
Just like I don't blame Mitch Williams for losing the World Series.
I think he just got gassed. That's it. Yeah. And you never want to admit, when I played, when a coach asked me if I was fine, I'm like, yeah, of course.
You're going to say it. Yeah.
He just wanted to be the hero. Yep. And I don't see a problem with that. Was I mad that we lost? Yeah, but I don't blame it on Craig Kimbrell. If anything, it might be a little bit of Rob Thompson's fault. As a manager, you should probably be able to pick that up and realize that your 37-year-old closer or however old he is
just a kid.
Just a little gassed.
He's a kid.
Imagine if we had prime Craig Kimbrell.
Prime Craig Kimbrell. That's hard to say.
Orion Kirkering is going to be prime Craig Kimbrell.
Well, here's the thing, though. The Phillies don't have a closer right now.
They don't need one. We don't need one. We got Alvarado, Dominguez, Strahm can close.
Yeah.
Kerkering, who I think is the future closer of this team for years to come. I don't know if you remember him. He played a little bit. He's young boy.
Yeah.
He got drafted 2 years ago, and he's with the team now.
Maybe he can be a good closer. I don't know.
But yeah, we got
Whit Merrifield. All we pretty much did was extended
people and got Whit Merrifield.
Yeah.
And that's all you need. Whit Merrifield's looked fantastic in spring training too.
He did well from what I was looking up, and supposedly they signed him because of Brandon Marsh. Brandon Marsh getting that arthroscopic surgery that he got.
I thought you meant he was the influence.
No. So he would take his spot, but I think he's good to go.
Marsh is good, yeah. If anything, I could see Merrifield starting in left and Marsh in center if Pache and Rojas don't work out.
I think that could actually happen.
The problem is Merrifield's old, and it showed last year.
All right, let me throw this in there. What about Jake Cave?
Jake Cave.
Hold on.
Everybody's favorite, Jake Cave.
He has a higher batting average in the spring training than Pache does.
Does he really?
He absolutely does.
But he's not the same defender as Pache.
No, he's not. And no one's the same defender as Rojas.
Oh, it's insane. He is. That's like Pache is an all-star, Gold Glover, defensive center fielder. Maybe not offensively. I don't know. We haven't really seen him much. He got injured a lot last year, but he was great injured, when he wasn't. But Rojas is on a different level, and I feel like at some point it doesn't necessarily matter if he's hitting like 250, 240.
The problem is that they worked, from everything I was reading, they were working with him on his hitting, and it just really hasn't improved. They said it
feels like it's gotten worse.
His swing is good, but his lower half is kind of not in sync with his upper half. I don't know.
It's gotten worse.
Yeah.
He's hitting like 140 with like a 300 OPS.
But I think it'll come. He's young. And
he's 21.
He's
22.
His defense, you cannot count that out. It's so good. He was like, so I looked it up. He was 14th in all of baseball among all defenders at any position in defensive runs saved.
Look at you with the advanced stats. That's good stuff.
Thank you.
I mean, he played like not even half a season, too.
I prepared.
You did. You're more prepared than me.
But I prepared a little bit.
But yeah, this spring training's been kind of boring. Harper's hurt right now. Not hurt, but he's resting is what they say. Even though I'm a little worried. What would you say is your worry scale on Bryce Harper's back? I know he's had this issue in the past, and it's taken him out like 3 days, but I don't know. I don't know.
They should probably, in my opinion, rest him for the rest of spring training.
Yeah. I know they said he might get into some games on Friday, a game on Friday. I just think the back is worrying me a little bit. He said it's not like a painful, it's more of sore. But I don't know. He's getting old. 32, 31.
He will play the rest of his career in Philly.
Oh, he will. And I think he's going to play more than 8 years. Yeah. I think he's going to get extended if his back can keep up. And he can keep up his all-star play. If we can get 2021 Bryce Harper back.
Yeah.
Well, actually, 2022, he was running away with the MVP. I don't know if you remember that. He was running away.
And then,
it was becoming a big divide between him and, I want to say, was it Freddie Freeman?
Might have been Freddie Freeman.
I don't know. Now my baseball knowledge is going out of the window. I don't know what happened. Nerves. I don't know. And then he got hurt. He got hit by Blake Snell in the hand.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it took him out for 3 months or 2 months, something like that.
Harper's a fighter, though, and his attitude is amazing.
He's a great guy.
He's a great bench guy.
He's great at pandering.
He is. He's great at getting the Phillies fans.
He's won me over, that's for sure.
Yes. I think he's going to have a consistent year.
Yeah.
And he's going to play like Bryce Harper. I also think Trey Turner will as well.
I think Trey Turner is going to have a monster season.
Is this one of your predictions?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But yeah, spring training, boring.
Yeah.
Schwarber doesn't have a home run. Turner doesn't have a home run. Harper doesn't have a home run. I mean, I know home runs aren't everything, but I want to see some home runs.
I do too. Schwarber's going to step it up, and I think we know that. But
I want to see a Schwarbomb so bad.
Schwarbombs are amazing.
I can't wait till June.
How many? So I do have a prediction on Schwarber.
Okay, I do too.
Home runs.
I do too. Home runs.
Okay, hold on. Maybe we should save that.
Do you want to guess his final line then, right now, just for fun, or do you want to wait?
We'll wait.
Okay. But other than that, the hitting in spring training, the pitchings look unreal.
Yeah,
fantastic.
So that's the thing. Yes, and we'll get into my bold prediction.
Bold. You put emphasis on bold
later, or in a bit. However, one of the keys is the pitching, and I think the pitching is what is the 2024 pitching rotation going to be?
It should be Wheeler, Nola, Suarez, Walker, Sanchez.
Did you read that off of my thing?
No, that's what it is.
That's literally what I have, and that's exactly what it's going to be.
Yeah,
right?
It's got to be.
Right.
It's got to be.
So it's cool because we have a 5-pitcher rotation.
If anything towards the end of the year, I could see Walker switching with Sanchez. I don't like Walker. I'm not sold on Taijuan Walker. And he's a great dude, fantastic guy. He did the tacos with Ty or whatever for charity.
Yeah.
But he's not a good pitcher.
Well,
velocity's way down. He used to be like 96, 97. Now he's 90, 91. That's not going to play in today's game, unfortunately.
Well, how old is he?
34, maybe. Just a wild guess.
Still young for...
I just realized I can look this stuff up.
Yeah.
Taijuan.
Still young for that. But, I mean, obviously velocity isn't everything, but it is something. I mean...
31. Taijuan Walker's 31.
He's young.
I thought he was way older than that, to be honest.
Why? What's wrong? I feel
like he's been around for years. I mean, he's obviously busy on Twitter. He was tweeting the other day, going to see Dune 2.
Oh.
What should I get to eat? He's obviously taking this season very seriously, and I'm excited. I can't wait for a number 4 pitcher to go against the Reds in 2 weeks.
Well, aren't they currently right now? Aren't the Phillies are playing the Orioles?
Yeah, and they're getting
crushed,
destroyed by the Orioles right now.
So are our predictions Phillies predictions or baseball predictions?
It can be whatever you want.
Baseball
predictions. Yeah, it can be whatever you want.
Yeah, and it involves the Orioles.
The Orioles. Mine kind of involves the Orioles. Well, we're getting beat. Oreos. We're getting beat 7-3 right now. It was way worse. It was 7-0 originally.
Yeah.
I don't know if we have any starters going right now.
So it's I mean it's preseason. It's spring training. So
Marsh hit a triple today, RBI triple.
That's good.
Yeah, he's looking good. And for a guy who hasn't really played much, he's looking good. Stott
up to
0 for 3 today.
Oh, good.
Everyone's looking good. I think Stubbs is realizing he may actually have to play in order to win over the backup catcher job.
I want them to keep him solely because he's the life of the party.
He is.
He's the absolute life of the party.
He's a great dude. Fantastic guy.
He maybe should play a little better.
You really think a 553 OPS isn't going to cut it? Like 200 points under the league average, something like that.
Especially when you have a guy like Real Muto who is aging. Just a little kind of shown his age. However,
I don't know. He went to the biomechanics lab this offseason, fixed his swing, got rid of his leg kick.
He's an unbelievable catcher.
He's destroying baseballs this spring.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
As a catcher, too, I mean, people are scared to run on him.
Yeah. Strongest arm in baseball.
Yeah.
Not strongest arm. Strongest arm I've ever seen is Jorge Alfaro. I don't know if you remember him.
I do.
One of our top prospects during the rebuild. The good old rebuild from 2012 to 2022.
Well, I think that what's nice now is we have these big names on the Phillies. These all-stars, these, Harper, Turner. But we also have these young guys that can be in there for the long haul. Crazy. And I think they're going to be amazing.
I feel like not even the 2007 to 11 team was set up this well.
No.
Like they're set up for the future, forever.
Yeah. I do think we pulled some people in for the short term to try to go all the way this year.
Like Merrifield.
We
needed a bench bat. We needed a bench bat so bad, and it showed last year.
Yeah.
Like that bases loaded NLCS Game 7, Rojas comes up and he strikes out on 3 pitches or something like that. That would have been a good Merrifield moment.
It would have.
It would have.
Harper being at first, but she's doing pretty well at first.
I think he's going to win a Gold Glove.
That'd be amazing.
I think he's
being a right fielder and then going to first.
I mean, first base. I don't know if it's difficult, but it takes some time, especially for someone who's never played it.
When there's a good play from a first baseman, it stands out. I think.
Yeah.
When somebody stretches out for something or whatever.
You know who didn't make plays like that? Rhys Hoskins. As much as I love Rhys Hoskins, awful
Sad
defender.
To see him go.
He costed us a huge play in the World Series. I don't know if you remember. Somebody hit it and it went under his glove.
I do remember that. Now you're saying it.
That whole game, I think it was the Powder Blue game. Romuto hit the ball to center field. Everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, this game's tied, home run!" And then Marisnik jumped up and caught it. And then we went to a game 6 and lost.
Yeah. Well, I just remember him when he first showed up to the Phillies, or when he first came into the majors. It was in August of what year was that?
Who?
Hoskins.
Oh yeah, 2017.
2017.
One of the best years, best months for a Phillies fan.
He was just crushing home runs.
18 home runs in 50 games.
Unbelievable.
Was a record until I think Alonso broke that. Or Aquino from the Reds. I don't think he is on the Reds. I don't even think he exists in MLB anymore.
Maybe he's, I don't know. Maybe he's playing overseas somewhere. I don't know.
A lot of people are getting mad about spring training and the fact that people aren't hitting. I feel like they're just ready. They just want to get to Philadelphia.
I think so.
I think they don't really care about spring training. I think they're ready. They know what the goal is.
They know what they're doing.
I think they're ready. And that's why I think they're sitting Bryce Harper for a little bit. He's ready. They're all ready.
I think we're going to start out well because I think we have Harper starting the season, which he didn't last year.
Yeah.
We have Turner.
Post-ovation Turner.
Exactly. And if Castellanos plays like he can play, hopefully.
Schwarber hits 40.
Schwarber just hitting bombs. He can strike out all he wants, but hit 40-plus bombs again, that'd be awesome.
And if Stott can stay consistent,
yeah,
like he was from April to August of last year, this team's going far.
Yeah.
And Marsh can continue his development against lefties. Rojas maybe figures it out a little bit.
Yeah.
I think we're set. I think we're ready. Yeah. You know who's pitching opening day against the Phillies?
I don't.
Strider. Spencer Strider.
Yes, I did know that.
It's going to be hopefully like Game 4.
I think you told me that.
Hopefully like Game 4. We get to see a Castellanos home run.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it on spring training.
Oh, and we're going to...
We're going March 31st.
March 31st.
March 31st.
I don't know when this is coming out, but we're going March 31st.
We have horrible seats because the tickets sold out, but we're going.
We have good seats on the Cole Hamels night, though.
We do. You know the game specifically on YouTube TV?
Is it really?
It's so stupid. So stupid.
I'm glad we're going then.
I know. Who do you think deserves the job? Pache or Rojas?
That's a tough one. And here's why. You do need a good center fielder. But Pache is a good center fielder as well.
He's fantastic. He's a Gold Glove center fielder. I think the fact that Rojas is just on a different planet.
He's just a different planet.
It kind of overshadows how good Pache is.
So he already has... It's hard to say. I mean, we have good hitters on the team already. However, maybe, and this is different than... I was thinking about this a little longer. Maybe he should spend some more time in the minors.
Yeah. Wait, Rojas?
Rojas.
Okay.
Get his bat going, figure that part of it out, and then he can come back up.
And you know the thing that really kind of sells me on that? Pache's out of options. He can't get optioned to the minor leagues anymore. He has to be DFA'd or make the team. And I think he makes the team. I know I read...
They probably want to keep him, so yeah.
I read that the Phillies are leaning towards Rojas, though.
I think they have a lot of faith in him just because of how he plays defense. Yeah. I mean, I think they said, I was reading that as well, they said that they think he will figure this out.
And I mean, he gets along with everybody on the team.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen the videos of him and Castellanos in the outfield.
No.
He literally had his hand in Castellanos' back pocket. They like each other.
Well, that's good.
I wouldn't be mad if Rojas made the team. No. I just think he needs a little more time to figure it out. But
I agree with that.
Might as well just throw him straight out against Strider on opening day. Why not?
So then what would you do if you had, okay, so then what would your outfield, what do you think the outfield should look like opening day?
Castellanos in right,
Right.
Rojas center, Martian left.
Rojas center?
Yeah. Yeah.
You think Rojas should start? Yeah.
If he makes the team?
Yeah.
Rojas or Pache in center, and then Martian left.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your ideal lineup? I know there's a huge argument going around about Schwarber leading off. People think it shouldn't happen. But they win with Schwarber in the leadoff spot, and it's been proven.
He's not a typical leadoff hitter.
I think MLB's moving away from that anyway.
Yeah.
You don't need your skinny little short fast guy.
Yeah, but usually you want to get somebody on base.
Yeah, but it's nice to have a noisemaker. That's the thing. You open a game with a Schwarber moonshot, that'll throw the pitcher off.
It does get the game going. You're right. But, I mean, yeah, I think that could turn the whole tide of a game. And, you know, you just think about like when any leadoff home run, like think about the times Utley would crush it. How many times did he hit a leadoff home run?
You mean Rollins?
Rollins, I'm sorry.
Fake fan up in here. No, Rollins, didn't he have like 60-something?
I think he did. Ridiculous.
Phillies record for hits and leadoff home runs. Yeah. We're getting into the final topic. It's going to be our top 10 predictions of the Phillies season.
I don't quite have 10, though. Maybe I'll
that's okay.
Off the top of my head.
You just have 1 million? That's fine.
No, I have like 9 or 8.
Name off as many as you can. What we'll do is we'll go back and forth.
Commit.
We can go back and forth?
Yeah. If they're the same, it'll be kind of funny. Then I'll just be like, yeah.
I mean, we might have different opinions on it. You know? Yeah. Okay. We might have different opinions on the predictions if it's the same.
You go first.
Okay.
Age before beauty.
Number 1, Phillies take the East. I think we're going to take the East this year. I think we're going to win the National League East, and I think we're going to win 102 games. We're going to tie the franchise record.
You started off bold.
I think that the Braves have realized maybe we don't want that break in between playoffs, and they're not going to try as hard. And I think the Phillies are just going to be like, I don't care, and they're going to win the East. I think they are on a mission. I think they want to prove to MLB that they can be a threat, and I think they're going to win the National League East.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to counter with one of my predictions.
Okay.
It's literally the same topic, but I predict something different.
Okay.
I think they're going to top the wild card spot.
Okay.
They're going to be second in the East behind the Braves again.
By how many games?
Excuse me. This is if the Braves play like they did last year.
I don't think they can. I don't think the Braves can copy last year. Honestly,
they were on a tear last year.
I don't think they can replicate that. I don't think any team will ever replicate what they did last year.
Yeah. But you know, I think they're going to go 92-74.
92-74. You think they're going to play 166 games?
Yeah.
92-70.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
It's okay. We all got it. Don't worry.
You know what I meant.
And you think they're going to get the top wild card?
Yeah.
Who are they hosting in Philadelphia for wild card game?
For wild card game. This is a tough one. See, I didn't think this one through.
I think it's going to be. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's going to be Milwaukee. Rhys Hoskins returns to Citizens Bank Park.
Oh, that'd be a pretty cool game. And then the Phillies will take it.
Unfortunately, but Rhys Hoskins goes like 8 for 8. That's all. That's the only winning I see. Your turn.
Well, I told you I countered with my one.
Number 2, I have Ranger Suarez finishes top 3 in Cy Young voting. I think he's going to have a monster year. I think Ranger Suarez is finally at a point to where he is ready. This is the first season in like 2 years I think first season ever he's established as the number 3. I think he's ready. He had a full spring training. I think he's ready to go. I think he's going to win like 13 games. I know wins aren't everything. I think he's going to have an ERA below 3. And I think he's just going to have a dominant year.
So what's funny is, and now whenever you give your topic, I'm going to give...
You're going to counter with me?
No, I'm not countering because I have the same prediction, just not as specific.
Okay.
All I said was I think he's going to have... He had a losing season last season.
Did he really?
He did. It
was 5-6, right? Something like that?
Something like that. He is going to have a winning season this year.
I like it.
I don't know how many wins. Did you say 12?
I said 13.
13?
He's going to go 13-4. He was 4-6 last year.
Yeah, 4-6
with a 4.18 ERA.
I'm going to go with an ERA. I think he's going to be under 3.
Okay.
But wins, it's going to be a winning season, but he'll have maybe 8 wins.
8 wins. You think he's going to be one of those people who goes like 5 innings or whatever? Doesn't win everything. He's 8-4, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Number 3.
I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully, I'm wrong.
This is a big one. This is a bold prediction. Number 3, I have Taijuan Walker is replaced in the rotation by May. That's what I think. By May. I think Walker is just going to get hit around, unfortunately. Velo's down. This was a terrible contract that I think the Phillies regret. It was like 4 years, $70 million.
Yeah.
I think he's going to get released. I think they're just going to get rid of him. Or traded. Anything like that. I think he's going to get replaced by Mick Abel or Spencer Turnbull. I just don't see him in the rotation past May, especially if he's getting hit around. Mm-hmm. I just don't see it. And he's not really good for clubhouse culture. Last year after the playoffs, he was liking all those tweets that were bashing Rob Thompson. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know. That's what I think. I think he's gone after
May.
Toxic. And he's a great dude, which is annoying. I really liked him when he signed him. I was like, oh, great. But he just turned out to be not that guy.
Well, can't all be winners.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that Stott continue to dominate on offense. I'm going to say he's going to have at least 35 stolen bases.
Yeah, I like that. 35 stolen bases.
Minimum.
Him and Turner are in a war
Turner,
now.
I think, will have the same.
I think Turner's going to go for 40.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's comfortable. I think he's going to have a Castellanos-type season, but better, just because, Castellanos' first season, he had like an OPS under 700, and then he went up.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be the same like that, but Turner level, where it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. I think Turner will match or exceed Stott, possibly. I don't know. I think it's going to go
stolen bases wise?
Yeah.
Number 4, I have 6 All-Stars.
It's so funny because I put All-Star predictions and didn't put anything. So I will join you in this one, and I'll see if I agree, and if not, maybe I'll add or subtract.
For their All-Stars, I have Wheeler, Suarez, Stott, Harper, Turner, and Jose Alvarado.
I'll give you Wheeler.
Okay.
Stott.
Okay.
Harper.
Okay. Not Turner?
I think Turner. I don't know about who was the
Jose Alvarado? His ERA was under 2 last year. If he hadn't gotten hurt, he was a Cy Young contender, to be honest.
If he plays like that, yeah, I think that's a good pick. I don't think anybody else on the team per se will be All-Star level.
The only problem is All-Star pitching selections is terrible because it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate the fan vote. I hate it. But I also think the starter, like the pitching, the way they pick it for the All-Stars is ridiculous. Wheeler wasn't an All-Star last year.
Yeah, Wheeler should definitely be an All-Star. When was Nola? When was
2018.
Yeah, he's not.
I don't think he's
going to do this year. I think he's going to do really well. I think he's going to pitch well this year.
He's going to have an ERA under 4.
Yeah.
3.5 maybe. Under 3.5.
He didn't start out too well, but he did okay in the postseason.
He was good until the last game.
Yeah.
Your turn?
I think I've already said that. Well, I had to go because I told you I just put All-Star predictions ?
Okay.
So I'm gonna agree with. I'm definitely gonna say Wheeler.
Okay.
I will definitely give you Harper, Stott, probably Turner. I think that's maybe Alvarado. I don't know. That's a lot.
It's a lot of All-Stars, but it's how it used to be.
Yeah.
Phillies ran
They did.
the major leagues.
Yeah. All right. I don't know about Suarez though. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
He'll be an All-Star.
He doesn't get a lot of recognition.
And that's the other thing. That's the thing.
That's the problem. I feel like the people who pick the starters don't recognize actual good pitchers.
I agree. It's name recognition is big sometimes.
I mean, they had Verlander in the All-Stars, I'm pretty sure, last year.
Yeah, because everyone knows Verlander.
They know Kate Upton. That's it. Just kidding. Everyone knows Justin Verlander.
Who's Kate Upton?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding.
BJ Upton's sister.
I don't think that's true.
Anyway, back to predictions. You got any more?
No. Wait, any more total predictions?
Yeah.
I have a.
Give me a crazy one.
How crazy? I don't know how crazy this is, but I
mean, you just read off your predictions.
All right, let me just say this. It's a non-Philly one.
Okay, no, that's fine.
I think the Orioles are going to win the AL East over the Yankees.
Okay.
I think they are going to be the AL champs.
I agree. Maybe. I don't agree. One of my predictions is otherwise.
Okay, go for it.
I have the Phillies beating the Twins in the World Series this year in 4 games.
So you just said my bold prediction. However, I think it's going to be the Phillies beating the Orioles in the World Series this
year. How many
year.
games do you think? I think they're going to sweep the Twins.
I don't think it's going to be a sweep with the Orioles.
No, not the Orioles. The Orioles are ridiculous.
Yeah, I think they'll go 6 or 7 games.
I don't think I can handle a 7-game World Series.
I'll be sitting outside like I did the last couple years, watching TV on the tiki bar and freezing or whatever with a fire going.
I don't think I can handle another Game 7, especially after last year.
That was a rough one. I don't know, but they're going to take the whole thing this year. That is my bold prediction.
I think it's happening. I think this is a year. I think the players know it.
Yeah.
I think something's in the air.
Something's in the air, and I think that you have all the pieces. Maybe not all the pieces. You're still trying to figure out that center field, left field thing, but we have the players for it.
We do. We have.
It's just figuring out the perfect who's going where.
Yeah.
And if the bats stay alive, I don't think there's any stopping this team.
No. Especially if Stott, Marsh, and Bohm unlock their potential.
Yeah.
It's over.
You already saw it with Stott last year.
He showed flashes until September when he hit like 143 or something like that. Yeah. Number 5, are you ready for this? Harper, 45 home runs and a Gold Glove. I think it's going to happen. I think this is going to be a 40-year for Harper.
Harper, 45 home runs.
He's had 1 year over 40 home runs. It was his first MVP with the Nats.
Now, see, I predicted. I do have another one. I forgot. I was going out of order here.
That's fine. I'm going out of order, too.
I have him being very consistent this year with Turner. Around 30.
Imagine
30 home runs.
Imagine Turner and Harper battling for MVP.
Yeah. They could. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see everyone battling for MVP. How about that?
That'd be nice.
But I'm going to say they're going to be in the 30s, their home runs.
Both Turner in the 30s?
Maybe not Turner. Turner will be in the low 20s.
25 plus.
Harper will be in the 30s.
I think it's 45 plus, maybe 50 for Harper.
What did he have last year? 20-something, right?
Harper?
Yeah.
23, 21? But it was just because he was out.
Yeah, he didn't play.
And then he didn't get his power back until July.
Yeah.
The fact that he hit like 15 in the second half is all you need to know.
Yeah, coming off of Tommy John surgery or whatever he came off of.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
I have Kingery resurgence. I think Scott Kingery is going to replace Jake Cave in July.
That's a hot take.
I think Scott Kingery has looked fantastic this spring. 2 home runs, OPS over 1. I think Scott Kingery is going to be one of the most important parts of our second half / postseason.
Every time I see him play, I think he really wants it.
I get flashbacks.
But the problem is he
doesn't have it.
He doesn't have.
It's a shame.
It is. I really like the guy, and when he first came on, remember that. Watch him make that first hit and everything. It was amazing. It was like, oh, here we go.
His first grand slam.
And then just kind of fell off.
It's his swing. He messed up. Everyone was trying to fix his swing. He went through like 3 different hitting coaches. Doesn't help.
Yeah, that stinks. I really like the guy, and I really hope that he improves and makes the team. When did you say he'll come back?
Second half. He's going to replace Jake Cave. The cold Jake Cave.
Jake Cave. I like Jake Cave.
You got any Jake Cave predictions?
I don't know. Do you know why I like Jake Cave?
Why's that?
He battled it out in the minors for a long time.
He did.
And
he's a hard worker.
And I feel like he finally made it up to the majors. And so it's like, I think he wants to keep that job.
And he's playing for it.
This spring, he's doing pretty
It's
well.
between him, David Dull, and Cody Clemens, I'd say, for the last bench bet. And I'd say, if anything, it's going to be Jake Cave. It's got to be Jake Cave.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. I hate Jake Cave, but it's okay. He had that triple in the playoffs when they were winning 10-0.
Oh.
All right. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna add as you speak.
Okay. I have Brandon Marsh with an OPS over 900, and he's going to hit 20-plus home runs.
OPS over 900?
I think this is going to be the year. Because he's shown flashes. He was a below 600 OPS hitter with the Angels. He got traded to us. Figured it out a little bit last year.
Hit a home run right to you.
He did. I caught Brandon Marsh's home run.
He did.
But I think last year things started to click until he got hurt.
Yeah.
I think this year he's going to be healthy.
Yeah.
And I think he's really, really going to click this year.
I hope so. I think he plays very well.
Fantastic player. Great guy.
Yeah.
Fantastic clubhouse presence.
Part of the what do they call them?
The daycare.
The daycare.
It's going to be crazy. They're going to be the retirement home soon.
Yeah.
Like 10 years when they're all Phillies still. Bohm.
I don't know.
Marsh and Stott.
Now, see, that's something we could get into. Because
if there's one person I think who won't be a part of that group, it's going to be Bohm. I think Stott and Marsh are here to stay. I think Bohm is going to be replaced by Adam Miller, their top prospect. I don't see Bohm staying.
You think they'll yeah. What's Bohm's contract look like?
I think he's got 2 more years.
He'll probably go at that point.
I think he's a goner. He's going to go to some low-level team. Maybe when the Braves lose it all somehow, hopefully.
But again, a guy like that, I love seeing the improvement and how it was like night and day from his defense at the beginning of the season towards the end. It's unreal. It's like a different person.
Are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
I have Schwarber for 50. I think Schwarber is going to hit 59 home runs this year.
So I definitely think he will have 45 plus.
I think he's going to hit 50.
Without a doubt.
50 plus. 59 is my total guess. 59.
59.
I think he's going to hit 59. He's going to break Ryan Howard's single season Phillies home run record, and he's going to hit 59.
It could be that kind of season. I have a feeling it's that kind of season for the entire Phillies team. So they're going to do what they do best.
We'll have a Braves year.
What he does best is hit home runs.
Imagine we have a Braves-type season with this team, this potential. But we'll actually finish the job. Not counting 2021 for the Braves when they won the World Series. But it didn't count because they didn't have Acuna playing. He was injured.
So why doesn't it count?
It doesn't count. I didn't watch a single game of that World Series.
21?
When they beat the Astros.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
I lost interest when the Braves went to the World Series.
It's because they make us mad because they're
so annoying. Stupid Orlando Arcia. The guy who said attaboy Harper.
I know. That guy.
What a loser.
I don't know. They could be who they were last year, but I don't think they will be, like you said. However, I still think they're going to win it. But I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Me too. Are you ready for the last prediction?
Yeah.
This is a big one.
All right.
So buckle up.
You've had a couple really bold ones.
Deadline splash is what I call this. I think they're saving all their big moves. I think they had a boring offseason in order to make a deadline splash. I think we're going to get Emmanuel Clase, one of the top relievers on the Guardians.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
And I think we're going to get either one of Mike Trout or Juan Soto on the struggling New York Yankees. I think, and hear me out, okay? I think the Yankees are going to be under, 10 games under 500 come the trade deadline. I think they're going to struggle a lot this year. They got injuries with Garrett Cole, Aaron Judge.
So they're going to look to make some moves too, probably.
I think Stanton's going to have another bad year, unfortunately. I like Stanton.
How are we going to get those players? What are we going to be giving up for that?
We're going to trade Justin Crawford and Griff McGarry for Emmanuel Clase. And Juan Soto, figure it out. I don't have any package for that. We're gonna get him regardless. It doesn't even matter. He's gonna be a Philly next year. I don't care.
We're gonna have I don't know. We're gonna have a lot of players from
the Nats.
The Nats.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, the good player. We'll take their good players.
Yeah.
They're gonna finish dead last this year.
I don't want
Again.
any of the Nats players right now.
No, they're horrible.
I don't. Who's their best pitcher? Josiah Gray, probably. Mackenzie Gore.
Now, what we should do is go see a Nats Phillies game this year.
Yeah, I'm going.
National Stadium. You are going?
I'm going in 3 weeks.
Okay. Well, Mike Trout would be cool just because he's from the area.
He said he wants to stay, but I think Angels like 15 games under 500. I think that's going to make him snap. Like, get me out of here.
There's a team. You had Ohtani and Trout on the same team, and what did they do?
I would trade Rojas and Mick Abel for Mike Trout.
No.
I don't care. We'll have Andrew Painter next year.
So he's got to pick up that big contract that Trout has.
$40 million a year, something like that. 37.
I think it's worth it.
He's a little injury prone.
That's the problem.
But it's worth it.
That's his problem. So yeah, okay. Yeah, maybe they were saving it.
But it's a shame because Kingery is winning World Series MVP. So it's going to happen.
Wow.
Start it now.
Bold.
Start it now. I think Phillies win the World Series
in
bet 4 games. I think Kingery is going to go like 8 for 20.
Wow.
And he's going to have 4 home runs, including a walk-off grand slam in Game 3 in Philadelphia. And I think we're gonna win this thing. Kingery's gonna get his contract again, and I think we're doing it.
I would like to see Kingery.
I love Kingery.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think that's it? Think we did good?
I think we did all right for first one.
Yeah. Let us know what you think.
It's probably gonna be me watching it or listening.
Thank you for watching the first episode of the Let's Go Eat podcast. We'll see you in 10 days. 1 week till opening day. I'm excited.
1 week. Can't wait.
1 week. Spencer Strider, watch out. Now you got to pick the outro.
What does that mean?
First episode, you get to do the forever outro.
Well, see, you're the
I'm not the host.
You're the podcast guy.
Okay. Stay classy, Philadelphia.